every single time an Israeli prime minister would visit Washington, and I mean going back to the Ronald Reagan administration, literally every single time they would say, please attack Iran, please attack Iran, please attack Iran. And every single president would say, I'm not going to attack Iran, until Donald Trump said, okay, I'll attack Iran.
They'll just keep on trying until they find that president who's willing to implement what they want. And the more presidents come, the more they will develop. Like how we spoke about AIPAC, and they go to grassroots nominees, and they build more influence inside the White House.
That's right.
And more influence in Congress, and more influence in the media.
We were talking about Israeli influence at all levels of government, and I meant to tell you a story yesterday, and I forgot. There's a Texas state senator, okay, low level. He's just some guy. He represents a small area of Texas. And he emailed me, and he said, I think what you did on the torture program was very brave, and I want to sponsor a resolution to make John Kiriakou Day in Texas. It doesn't really mean anything. You just get a nice thing that you can frame, a paper you can frame. It has the big gold seal on it, and the governor signs it. It's a nice gesture.
Okay.
And then he called me, and he said, listen, I'm sorry, but this John Kiriakou Day resolution, it's not going to happen. I said, oh, okay, what happened? He said, well, the Israelis killed it. I said, the Israelis? In Austin, Texas.
Why would they kill it?
And he said, there is a dedicated AIPAC lobbyist just to lobby the Texas state legislature. And they said, no John Kiriakou Day.
They don't want anyone to be a hero who can be against them at one day.
It's exactly right.
See, the thing is, look, I say they're working, and they are, at the end of the day, if I look at them in a way where we're sitting here saying, what are they doing in the United States? How do they have AIPAC? How can they have that much influence on the White House, influencing the White House decision on Iraq, Libya, Iran, and what have you? And objectively, if you look at it, you say, this is a country which is working very hard, trying to influence the greatest superpower to side with their interests. And I think shame on us that we are not working to protect our interests.
Yes.
All right.
I agree with you. Shame on us for not protecting our interests as well, because our interests often don't coincide with Israeli interests. There's a famous diplomatic saying, I don't remember, I think it was Churchill, Winston Churchill, who said it, that there's no such thing as permanent friends, only permanent interests.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So let's protect our oh my God, I hated that job. And I begged for that job.
Yeah, you did.
Because I wanted to live in New York. I thought it would be fun. I spent 2 or 3 years in New York. I get promoted. I become a station chief. I had turned down 2 station chief positions to go to New York because my sons were young.
You turned down 2 really good ones, right?
2 really good ones, both in the Middle East.
Yeah. But if you didn't turn down those options, where would you have been, you think?
You know, I probably would have retired from the CIA about 5 years ago. If I had stayed, I would have had, my ex-wife and I used to talk about this all the time. We would have had, she used to say something very funny. She would say, if we had stayed at the agency, you would be recovering from your first heart attack, and I would be trying to lose 20 kilos. And I said, that's probably true.
Good that you retired.
The stress is terrible. You work 18-hour days, so you don't have any time to exercise or to eat right, and everybody ends up having a heart attack in his 50s.